Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another short discussion video, continuing our look at the 58th letter from a producer live, and talking about what we know about 5.3 content, and stuff that we're excited about, and stuff I wanted to talk about in more detail. So firstly, I wanted to talk about the Dwarves, which is a brand new beast tribe coming to Final Fantasy XIV in 5.3. And this will be for Disciple of Hand classes, so your crafters. And basically, this will be separate from the current dwarves we already have in the game in Shadowbringers, the ones that we have over at Tomra. This will have its own settlement, much like every other beast tribe ever put into the game, and will be, as they say, located separately from the current Dwarven community. They say they're going to go over those quests more in the second part of the live letter, and that's pretty much all we've got. However, we have the slide and a picture of a dwarf reacting to one of those frog robot things, which looks pretty hilarious. Now, the dwarves were never like my favorite part of the Shadowbringers storyline. I have to, firmly admit that. And some of the back and forth was a little bit tedious, I think, personally. You might completely disagree. Me personally, I kind of glossed over that. My brain just sort of switched off in certain places. But for people who are excited about dwarves, then you should definitely get excited for this, because it's going to be more of the same. Probably a little bit more funny, though, I would imagine. And many more beards. Make sure you wear your beard for this one. But yeah, crafting focus. That's a very interesting decision. When you have the crafting, we have gathering, and we also have a combat role one in the form of the pixies. A lot of people were speculating whether we might get two combat role-oriented beast tribes, considering that there's going to be no deep dungeon in the 5.x series. But at the end of the day, even though we have a lot of crafting and gathering content in the game, and Shadowbringers has to be, answering the crafting and gathering call in spades, no one can say that they've never done crafting and gathering content after this expansion. It's been so much focused around that, with Diadem for the Gatherers, which is actually somewhat playable these days. We have the Ishgard restoration activities and the Fates. Then we also have the crafting and turning in of collectibles. We have new custom delivery clients, of which in this patch as well, there's going to be a new custom delivery client as well for that. And now we're going to have a Dwarven crafting-oriented beast tribe as well. So if you finish this expansion and you end up with no crafters and no gatherers at level 80, then you simply have been completely avoiding that content, because they practically give you levels for free. It's that good. It's interesting to me, though. I think that personally I would have preferred for the last beast tribe to maybe be another combat role. Trust dungeons, as we discussed in a previous video, are all well and good, but it doesn't really answer the call of that. So basically it comes down to your leveling experience being basically for your alt jobs being that of fate spamming or dungeon spamming and your roulettes. That's pretty much all this expansion has to offer in regards to actually leveling, which is a little bit more rough than the other expansions. We've always had something to sort of allow us to quickly level up, be that the Adventurous Squadron stuff, which was quite fast and very, very overpowered for the lower level stuff. We had Palace of the Dead, obviously very, very quick leveling. And then we had Heaven on High, which was really quite a lot of fun and had a lot of challenge related to it, especially if you wanted to get the mount associated with the 3 completions, which I have still yet to do. But it is what it is, right? We're getting dwarves. So I'm excited to see what they do differently with them. They definitely explored a different route of, well, cutscene development for a start. The storytelling was sublime in the previous one in Raktik Greatwood with the Ronka. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And Dwarven stuff, I mean, it'll be focused around, well, like they show in that picture, probably automatons and stuff like that. Maybe even references we might get then to the actual Alliance raid, which currently is very much tied into Dwarven sort of lore as well. Either way, I thought I'd make this video just to show my interest and sort of talk a little bit about the situation, how I feel about the idea of another crafting related beast tribe, which, just to be clear, I do like the idea of. I just think that there's plenty of crafting stuff in the game, and people really, really cannot complain after this expansion is done that they never approached crafting and gathering fairly. and equally with combat rolls, because they certainly did tick that box this time around. Thank you all kindly for watching. Let me know what you think of any of these points below. I look forward to more discussion with you, and I'll see you all next time.